Now, did you retire from wrestling because you're lazy? That was a problem on set. You're not known for your work ethic. I'm here to take over this interview and ask Mr. John Cena some hard-hitting questions. I'd say the lineage is Alfred Hitchcock, and then me. My relationship to John, purely sexual.
Thank you so much.
It's just really hot sex, and we have nothing in common, so we don't really talk after we make love. John Cena, right?
Your house, bud.
I'm André. I'm gonna interview you. Can I get hand sanitizer? I don't know where John has been. That's a good amount.
There you go.
Thank you. Right. What's the movie about?
What does it matter? It's a great movie.
I didn't read the script and I didn't watch it.
By the way, EA.
Sports.
It's in the movie.
It's in the game. JC.
EA.
JC and EA.
Okay.
Were you really a limo driver? I read that.
I was. Stretch for 2 days. I did mostly town car stuff.
Were you a taxi driver too?
No, I was not a taxi driver. I was a car service driver and a poor one at that. This is before GPS.
Okay.
I'd grown up in West Newbury and never been outside of West Newbury, so I didn't know where to go.
Do you still do that, or you've made the switch to Uber?
I've often thought that ride sharing is my calling.
I didn't write any questions for you. I just have this piece of ham.
You were a fan of deli meats.
It's old meat.
Aged cold cuts.
Well, it was in here before we got here. Have you ever gotten food poisoning?
Did a fart come out of your duffel bag?
I'm not going to say where that came from.
Sure.
Or whose it was.
No problem. You know who Leslie Nielsen is?
I'm very familiar with Leslie
Nielsen is a participant in WWE.
Was he? Was he?
He was great, loved it, always traveled with a fart machine. And
Yeah.
every single time he would use the fart machine, it would be the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's what's happening here.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that.
Speaking of that, what do we got here?
It's hair.
Okay. Do you know where you got this?
Well, you can have it. You can take it home if you want
It's
it.
very thoughtful. You brought a bag of stuff. I have a question
Were you
for
talking to me, or what were you talking about?
You've had a run in the WWE. How was that?
Well, it was horrible. But first of all, I did Street Fighter with Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
Nothing
but-
but polite. Then he fucking turns on me.
Is there anything we can do?
You can come out of retirement and help me.
You know what? There's no way that's going to happen.
I might dose your drink and hypnotize you into putting that singlet back
So
on.
you want to drug me
Correct.
with either, I would say, like a hallucinogen or a sedative?
Yeah, but both.
Okay.
Maybe a combo.
And then expect me to have the wherewithal to be able to save you? Is that an old-timey seltzer thing?
You know, I'm a big wrestling fan. You know, I had Junkyard Dog Sheets as a kid growing up. I go there as a fan. When I was there, a lot of the guys were like, I like that Cena retired because of how dirty. You were the Wembayana of the organization. Why did you retire? What are you thinking, dude?
It was time to retire.
Yeah, but what about the cheddar cheese? How much money you got in the bank account? Show me your, what were we talking about? Your Chase app.
No.
John, be honest with me. Is this the best interview you've ever had?
This is the most recent.
Okay, I'll take that.
This is the best. This is the best interview about Little Brother featuring Eric Andre
Yeah,
for GQ that I have ever had.
yeah.
I'm sure that's going to help us a lot.
Now, did you retire from wrestling because you're lazy? That was a problem on set. You're not known for your work ethic. There's kind of no way to say it.
No, you're being a good friend.
Now, apart from me, who are your heroes?
I think you're in the first seat.
Okay. Who'd you grow up watching? I'm fucking starving, man.
Who do you think I grew up watching?
Mel Torme, Frank Sinatra, DC Sniper, Jeffrey Dahmer, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan,
All those guys.
Junkyard Dog, Jake the Snake. You never gave credit to any of those guys. Notoriously.
So what a
You
chance.
said in an interview, I invented wrestling. Anyone that came before me is a loser.
I might have had a different perspective back then. Yep.
I got cast as your little brother. Did that make you angry or horny?
Definitely more on the horny side.
That's what I figured.
Because you brought the idea. So, I mean, I wanted the world to see some Eric Andre. Then when I read the script, I realized I was going to see some Eric Andre.
You sure did.
So I can't, if I have
bought
only
more than you could
two
chew.
emotions, anger and horny, I got to go with more horny.
I like combining those emotions. What was more intimidating, your WWE television debut or shaking my hand for the first time?
WWE television debut.
Nervous backstage?
Very much so.
No, you don't ever get nervous.
I get nervous all the time. I'm nervous right now.
Are you nervous because I'm taking strange objects out of a bag? Is it true you won Best Body in your senior year at high school?
No, I definitely didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They said that you actually did.
Jeez, who gets these facts?
That wasn't like a joke.
No, I didn't. I don't know if that's true. I know in my senior year in high school, I was given the achievement of Ideal Cushing Boy, because that is an exemplary award that shows like appreciation for the institution and pretty much the award of school spirit. I know I was given that award.
What was your first match? What city?
2002 Chicago, Illinois versus Kurt Angle.
Oh, he's tough. Kurt Angle. They seem to be different on paper, but can you tell us about the similarities between wrestling and comedy?
Oh my God, so many. Performative in front of a live audience. You need to prep your ass off.
Yep.
You have to be able to pivot.
Yep.
You have to deal with chaos
Yep.
and anything that can happen. You start your profession in really seedy or questionable locations trying to hone your craft.
What do you think people get wrong about you? What are the biggest misconceptions?
I don't know how important that is. Who cares, right?
What does RuPaul say? I don't care if people talk shit about me. That's their business.
It is. It is. I don't care if people eat chips
Yeah.
when they're talking to me. That's their business.
Now, this role feels somewhat against type for you. There's no superhuman element, or action sequences. What was it like playing a kind of the straight man for once, a normal guy?
What is it like asking a legitimate question amidst all this? Is that interesting?
It was the hardest.
That was the hardest,
It was actually
right?
the
Like, oh
hardest
my God,
part
this
for
is
me.
a real...
You got nervous when I was reaching to the back. I got nervous
when you have to
asking a
read
legitimate
a real
question.
question. This movie is a vehicle for you to show everybody that you're awesome, and you do that. You crush.
You're such a sweetheart.
Chaos aside, you crush. And honestly, friend to friend, as I read this, I'm like, yo, I feel I can help to bring heart to this movie. You bring the heart as well.
Oh my God.
People are going to see Little Brother, dude. I can't wait for people to see this.
It's very kind of you.
In totality, I think it's the best work you've ever done.
How do I get back to a fart sound effect
We can
after
do
a
that.
speech like that?
Just hit the button. Just hit the button.
I ran out of props a long time ago too. So I'm like,
I thought that was like an old school gag bottle of seltzer. That's
you
just
were
how-
you were stressed.
I was like, man.
No, I want to nail you.
I still got a few hours in this thing.
That suit, that beautiful Steve Harvey suit, I want to
you
nail
very
that.
much.
You know, on the Eric Andre show, and people will not believe this, I've never got liquid on a guest, and I'm pranking the shit out of them.
I believe that.
But we have some rules. John Waters says there's good bad taste and there's bad taste.
Talk about that.
I never wanted any of my pranks on the show to feel mean-spirited.
Yeah.
I always wanted them to feel like I'm your kid brother and we're both sharing the laugh about it.
I love the show.
Just
You know I
spilling
love the
coffee
show, by
on
the way.
somebody's outfit to me isn't funny.
It could be funny. I think it's funny in poor taste.
Yeah, there's good bad taste and
You
bad
spilling
taste.
coffee on yourself or like puking and then asking a question,
Yes.
that's good bad taste.
Yes, exactly. Mundo. Can I borrow $20 before we go?
I don't have any. I told you. I got nothing.
Venmo, Cash App, any of those.
I don't even have a phone on me.
Okay, well, maybe go downstairs, get it, and then
What do you need the
just-
$20 for?
really towards anything. I'm kind of between jobs right now. Are there any roles you're dying to play? Did I ask that?
Oh, that's beyond our control, dude. You know that. We're
Yeah, I don't know.
professional
I
to
didn't write that
professional.
question.
You're in it.
Yeah.
Stuff's beyond our control.
agree.
When life hands you an opportunity, like the book of Little Brother, say yes.
I will say this.
Say
and we
yes.
appreciate you. It took us a while to write that script. I didn't write it, by the way, but I was involved in the early mumbles of it, and then Netflix goes, we'll do the movie if you get John Cena. We sent it to you on a Friday. You read it by Monday and said yes. That never happens.
Here's the thing.
When you're trying to get
read
a
it.
movie star on a fishing line, you have to wait forever, and then they say no. And you were just like, boom, yeah, great.
The truth is, I read it Friday. And business is closed. So no one can do a deal on until Monday.
Yeah.
I was in on Saturday.
No, it was the best.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank
And look
you.
what we have. We have this awkward interview that will forever be archived in the annals of history.
They weren't rolling.
That has chaos. I lived it. Somehow I owe you $20.
Yeah, more than that.
Okay, you're right.
We're getting up to 40 or 60.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. You're such a fucking sweetheart. I appreciate you.